Hello friends and welcome to Sustainable Prepping, your home for fear-free emergency preparedness and a sustainable life. My name is Brecky, and today I want to bring you a short video on the one lesson that both those in the sustainable living community and the preparedness community both need to embrace in order to become successful. If you're new here, I want to say a great big welcome. I'm so glad you found my slice of the internet. And if you're not new here, I want to say welcome back. Please don't forget to give this video 2 thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of my emergency preparedness content. Now, those of you who have been following the channel know that I most recently moved, and I was going to have this video be a tour, but we have some guys fixing our HVAC, and you can hear my laundry going in the background, and today was just not the right day, so I wanted to get a quick video up for you. I also wanted to show you one thing I recently purchased that made me think about this lesson, this really, really important lesson that people in both the sustainable living community as well as the emergency preparedness community really need to embrace. What's that lesson? Well, it's simple and you've heard it before in 100 different settings, but it's worth embracing in this setting. And that is progress, not perfection. I love this, and I have been using that in order to help me get past some of my crippling perfectionism. Progress, not perfection. It can be easy when you watch all of these YouTube videos about preppers who've been at it for over a decade, who have a month worth of water storage and a year's worth of food, and they have their gun arsenal ready to go, and they have their garden that's ready to feed their family, and they know how to bushcraft and build, fires and lean-tos, and they can navigate by the stars and the position of the sun and all these different things. And you can begin to think, oh my goodness, I am brand new. Maybe you live in an urban environment, you don't have room for a garden. Maybe you have only just in the last several weeks or months realized just how precarious our current systems are. And you only have maybe 3 or 4 days worth of food. Maybe you only have a 72-hour kit. It can feel overwhelming and intimidating to see folks who are so much further along in their journey. On the other hand, in the sustainability community, you can see folks who don't use any plastic, who only buy from bulk stores, and who only thrift all of their clothing, and who only eat organic and shop at farmers markets, right? And they can reuse glass jars for all kinds of things. And you're doing your best just to cut down on packaging and junk mail. It can be easy to feel like you're not doing enough. It can be easy to feel like you are not making enough progress. You are not perfect. One of the things that I have found is that when I focus on the goal, on that perfection, that idealized version of my emergency preparedness or my sustainability lifestyle, and even on my motherhood or in my health journey or any of those things that we are trying to accomplish, I can be paralyzed by the fact that I have so many steps, that I have a journey to go on to get to where I want to go. And sometimes it can demotivate. For some people, that's very motivating to see how much work there is to do, but for others, it's really demotivating. And that's why I want you to embrace this mantra: progress, not perfection. The goal of emergency preparedness or sustainable living is to make progress towards a better future right now. If you have 1 day's worth of water and you didn't have it yesterday, you've made progress. If you have 1 week's worth of food and you didn't have that last week, you've made progress. Yes, there are some benchmarks that I think are important to hit in order to be best prepared for the most likely emergencies, right? Like a power outage or a storm or a short-term job loss. But even if all you do is buy 1 gallon of water from the grocery store and you store it in a closet, you've made progress. It doesn't have to be that you have 355-gallon drums of water in your basement if you don't have a basement, right? You can make progress wherever you are. And this is for everything in life, right? This is for any area of your life, but especially as a prepper or as someone in the sustainability community who is trying to move towards a low-waste, sustainable lifestyle, who is finding it hard. I know that I find it hard often because our system is so not sustainable, and making those choices means often choosing between something that you can afford and something that is kind of out of reach. So what are you going to sacrifice to make that, more sustainable purchase if you can? Progress, not perfection. Make progress. Maybe you just give up paper towels, or maybe you just try to cut back on paper towels. Maybe it is that you try to walk someplace. Maybe you try to only dry some of your clothes. You can hear my dryer going off now. Maybe it is you try to use less AC. Maybe you try to save up and buy a bicycle so you can bike places. Thinking about the ways in which you can make progress towards that goal, that more idealized, better lifestyle, whichever lifestyle you are pursuing right now. Progress, not perfection. So on that note, I want to show you one place where I've made some progress, but it is certainly not perfect. Let me come show you. Okay, so you guys are looking into my downstairs coat closet, and I don't have an extra light right now. So do you see those right here? These are two 2.5 gallon water jugs I just picked up from my local Harris Teeter, okay? 2.5 gallon water jugs, 5 gallons of water right there. Is that the best kind of long-term water storage? No, it is not. No, that is not the best way to store water, but you know what? Progress. When I moved, I had to give up a lot of my water storage. We couldn't take it on our moving van with us. So this is progress. Now I have about a day's worth of water stored, and I'm gonna get 2 more and put them upstairs, and I'm gonna get 2 more and put them downstairs, and I have 2 5-gallon jugs that I'm gonna be filling up. So I'm moving towards my goals. Is it beautiful and perfect and epically preppery? No. It isn't. It's not what you look for when you think about a Pinterest prepper's setup. It's not a Pinterest homesteader setup. It's not a Pinterest sustainable living setup. They're made of plastic and they aren't going to last a lifetime. But it's making me move toward my emergency preparedness goals with what I think is the most emergency preparedness important element, which is water. And I'm moving towards those goals. It's not perfect, but it's progress. Progress over perfection. Friends, comment down below and let me know, where do you need to make some progress and accept that it's not going to be perfect? Where can you embrace this mantra for your life? I'd love to see what you are working on. As always, you can find my links to my Facebook group and my Instagram down in the description. And if you are someone who is new to emergency preparedness and you would like some help getting your food storage done, I have a course, an e-course that is totally online, full of videos, all kinds of printable resources called Food Storage in a Weekend. It is the ultimate guide to helping you get 1 month of food storage with everything you can get from a grocery store, no specialty items needing to be purchased, and you can do it all, have it all planned out, ready to go with shopping lists and everything in just 1 weekend. So if you are trying to make that progress and you want a little bit of extra help, you can check out the link for that down in the description. I am so excited to be making videos. I upload twice a week, usually Tuesdays and Fridays. And as always, until the next video, happy prepping.